This is the peaceful image, the reflective image that we are given at the beginning of the new year. So Mary kept these things. She reflected on them. Her silence and her peaceful demeanor speak eloquently about her faith and her trust in the presence of God, even in the face of the great events that were unfolding all around her. I think Mary's silence tells us that if we want to appreciate the mystery of Christ's presence among us, then we need silence also. We need to remain silent as we gaze upon the image of the manger, which held the infant Jesus. As we look on in silence, we allow Jesus to speak to our hearts. We hear him speak to us words of love and forgiveness and peace. And we don't simply practice this kind of silent reflection during Christmas. If anything, we're encouraged to embrace it each day so that we can keep in our own hearts all that God is saying to us. You know, to set aside a moment of silence each day to be with God is to behave like Mary, to keep him in our heart. You know, if this new year turns out to be like all previous years, then there will be noise, lots of noise demanding our attention. We will hear the sound of war, the blare of commercialism, the stream of empty words, meaningless digital chatter, and violent shouting. While we can't shut these sounds out completely, we can take them to heart, reflect on what they mean, and then we can choose to respond to this noise with peace, a peace which is more powerful than anything else. We can hear these things and take them to quiet prayer. We put this noise in God's capable hands and trust that the Prince of Peace can bring quiet and calm and peace to a world that has really forgotten what it means to listen. This is what Mary teaches us at the beginning of a new year. She kept all things in her heart. She reflected on them and she entrusted them to God's care. I'd like to close with a prayer, really a litany, that is entitled The Silence of Mary. Holy Mary, Mother of God, you treasured all things and pondered them carefully in your heart. Teach us that deep interior silence which enfolded you throughout your lifetime, the silence of denunciation, of faith, mission, and obedience, the silence of the visitation, of humility, service, and praise, the silence of Bethlehem, of birth, incarnation, and wonder, the silence of the flight into Egypt, of perseverance, hope, and trust, the silence of Nazareth, of simplicity, intimacy, and communion, the silence of Mount Calvary, of courage, death, and abandonment, the silence of Easter, of resurrection, jubilation, and glory, the silence of the Ascension, of fulfillment, transformation, and new creation, the silence of Pentecost, of peace, power, and love. Amen.